This
Awesome.
newfangled internet. Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert with the Ted Show. We have a guest to welcome back. I'm very excited. She's all grown up. Charly Reynolds. How are you this afternoon?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am great. I have been following you since you ran off to chase your dreams, and I'm very excited. I want the audience to hear about it. You're going to sing a little bit for us, which I really appreciate. You have an amazing voice. You do a great job on social media. You are really good at it. So, but really, it's your talent. I want people to get to know Charly Reynolds. So, welcome to the show. Tell them a little bit about you while I share the show.
Yeah, thank you. Well, as you said, my name is Charly Reynolds. I'm 20 years old, and I live in Nashville, Tennessee now, originally from Orlando. And I moved to Nashville June 2018. So it's been almost 2 years that I've lived there, and everything's going good. It took me a while to figure out how Nashville works, and I'm still figuring it out because there's new things constantly that we're learning.
And you went right after high school, right? Like literally, because you came on the show. You came on the show before you graduated, and then you graduated and then took off for Nashville.
Yeah, I was deciding between University of Alabama and going to Nashville, and it was a hard decision to make because everybody goes to college usually. That's like the typical route that everyone takes, and there's a little bit of a plan there. With Nashville, there's no plan, and so it's like, I mean, there is a plan, but it's just one that you hope goes your way. And I don't know, it's taken me a long time to get used to not planning because I am such a planning person. I'm organized. I am like structured, and so like living there, I've met people who are completely opposite, and I've had to like really learn how to do that. So that's been good for me.
How did your parents feel? Because I had you on the show before you left.
Yes.
So how did your parents feel? What was the decision-making process like? Hey, mom and dad, I'm 18. I want to follow my dream. I want to follow my passion, and I want to go to Nashville. Was that an easy discussion, or were there lots and lots of multiple discussions involved?
It honestly was an easy discussion. They just wanted me to do what I want to do, and they're very supportive of that. So it was an easy decision for us. It wasn't easy for me, but for them, they were just like, what you want to do, like we support it. And so it was definitely, I kind of waited till like March to decide because I had no idea I had gotten into all the colleges that I wanted to go to somehow because I am not a good test taker at all. I mean, I was an A and B student, but I didn't take all these AP classes and do all that stuff, and I had horrible test scores, so I didn't think I'd get in. So it was a really easy decision, like at first, because I was like, well, I'm probably not going to get in anyway, so I'm just going to do the Nashville thing. And then when I got all these acceptance letters from like Ole Miss and Alabama, Stetson, and I was like, shoot, this is like making my decision a little harder now.
Sure.
But I think I made the right decision, and I'm thinking about maybe going, just to do some community college and for interior design. That is something. Now, don't mark my words for that because I just came up with that a week ago. But I love interior design as well. So I was thinking maybe I could do that when also doing the music thing. Yeah.
So talk about Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously you have a dream, you have a passion. You're also a songwriter, which we'll talk about. But that there's a lot of those. So you're probably thinking, all right, how am I going to differentiate myself? What am I going to do? You obviously have the talent, you have the marketing ability, you have the personality, but you get there. What is it like?
It was scary at first. I'm not going to lie, because when I first moved there, I was living with my brother because he moved up there, and I was living with him in Spring Hill, which is like 45 minutes away from Nashville. And so I didn't know how to do anything, how to like, you know, meet people at all. I was 18, so I still even can't go anywhere really to meet people, you know, go out to some places and meet people, some shows. You had to be 21 to go. So I couldn't really network. And so that was, for 6 months, I focused on social media, like literally trying to learn everything about it, because I was like, this is the only thing that I know how to do right now, and I don't know how to meet people. So I ended up starting like reaching out to people through Instagram and just, you know, saying, hey, would you like to co-write? And so then that's how I've met like all my friends, which has actually been great. I've met like all my closest friends just through reaching out to them on Instagram. And without Instagram,
how would you even know how would you, like, to me, that's fascinating. So you didn't know these people, but you went ahead and you researched them. I think a lot of people don't understand how social media works. You did it the right way. You researched them, and then you began to reach out to them.
Yeah.
Having done the research on, this is a person I like, or this is a person's music, in your case, I like. I'd like to see if we can collaborate. That's very forward. I mean, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only way I knew how to do it, you know, and without just going downtown, walking the street and be like, hey, what's your name? Like, that's just so awkward. I was like, this is so weird. And so that's helped me a lot through it. So it's been good.
So where do you get your inspiration for your songs? Because you're a songwriter. So a lot of artists, I don't think general population understands that a lot of performers are not songwriters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, you know, you think XYZ, I won't mention any names, they're a phenomenal singer, phenomenal performer, but that usually have a team behind them that's writing songs, or there's other people writing songs. You actually write your own song, or you write part of your songs. That's amazing.
Write them. Yeah. So I write a lot. I try to write, I plan for 3 times a week, and some way or other it ends up being 1 or 2, because everybody ends up having something happen, or like something comes up. It just always happens. So I try to plan for more than, you know, what I actually know is going to happen. And sometimes they do all come out, you know, they do all work out. But I started co-writing when I was working with Tavi Basarich, who like helped me with my first album and singles, and then my second EP, which is when I was on the show last time. And I was just an artist at that point, singer part of it. And he was teaching me how to songwrite. That's how I started learning. And now I still say that I am primarily the artist in the songwriting room, but sometimes I surprise myself and I'm like, dang, you know, I came up with that melody and I came up with the chorus of it. Like, I came up with that. And so I think the more and more I do it, and I've really seen like you know, how much practice doesn't make perfect, but practice has really helped me, you know, with the songwriting. And even my friend, one of my closest friends, has told me, she's also a great songwriter. She's like, I've noticed, like, since the first time we wrote, like, I've noticed you've gotten a lot better, like in the year that we've been writing together. Which made me feel good, because I don't know, you know, when you throw an idea out there in a writing room with, you know, great songwriters or who's better than you, you're like, I don't really know if I want to say this idea, because y'all might think it's stupid, but if you do, then just say it's dumb. I don't even care.
That's the process, though. That's where do you get your part of the inspiration from?
Honestly, anything. My sound that I'm going for right now, that I've like really liked to write songs, are like fun Shania Twain 90s vibe. I like love Shania Twain. Everyone knows that. I just love her, and I love her songs. They're just fun and entertaining, and like I love to sing them out because, again, they're fun. And also some like, I have some Carrie Underwood inspiration in there. I love her runs, and you know, the power of her songs is what I've really been looking for, to do some powerful songs like that. And I just find, I don't know, and song ideas will come to me like in the most random time, like if I'm about to fall asleep and I think something, or a melody, and I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. So I just have to record it really fast in my phone, And if I don't do that, then it's gone forever, which has happened like twice. And I get so mad. I'm like, why didn't I just pick up my phone and just say it really fast what I was thinking? So now I really try every time I have an idea to just pick up the phone and talk about what the idea is for a second. So when I go into a writing room, I can have an idea.
What's the I love the creative process. So that's why I asked you about that. I think it's different for everybody, no matter what kind of creative process you're in. It could be business in the boardroom or a songwriting room. But I love to hear about it because I think people get caught up in their own negativity. They're like, and shy, like you were talking about, you know, I'm in a room full of other people. Do I really want to throw this idea out? But you know, you have to, which is what you're doing and learning how to do.
And that idea might spark something in their head, something maybe completely different. You just don't even know. So it's important to always say them, even if I'll sometimes say, I'm like, this is dumb, but it might spark something. Like, I already know that this is not the way the song's going to go, but maybe it'll, you know,
right,
turn your mind to something else. I don't know. So, yeah.
You have Doug and Jackie Crank watching, by the way.
Oh, hey, grandmother and granddad.
I don't know. And then I saw Charly Reynolds Weir, so I imagine that's definitely related in some way, shape, or form.
My mom.
Hi, guys. Oh, that's mom. Yes, of course that's mom. Oh, sorry about that, mom. All right, so talk about the actual, when you're in, what's the progress? Do you feel like you've made progress? You've recorded an album and an EP. Are you planning to put more music out? What are you working on now?
Yeah, so as far as music, I have probably 6 or 7 songs recorded, and I'm not sure yet what I'm doing. Earlier I guess in August, around there, I was really wanting to do another album, and now I've changed my mind, and I want to do a couple singles and a couple music videos rather than just a big album. Because I find that even when I listen to an album, this is why I'm not doing it, because I know that I do this. But I want to put out some stuff as singles because I feel like I always tend to listen to singles more than if somebody puts out an album. Some of them, to me, become filler songs just that I just don't click on or I just don't listen to, you know. And so I really want all of them to be listened to. And if I were to make an album, you know, I put out a couple singles and those would be on the album. And the rest of the ones would be new and, you know, people would want to hear the new ones. And so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet. I want to take some stuff to record labels and everything before I release anything. And I just obviously can't do any of that right now, right this second.
Nothing you can do right now.
So I've just got to write some more great ones and then take those along with me.
What's it like bringing them to record labels? It sounds scary, nerve-wracking.
I've never done it. So yeah, it will be nerve-wracking for sure. I've never set foot in a record label. I've been on Music Row, but I've never been like in one of the record labels. But you know, I'm sure it will be exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. They could say they hate them. They could say they love them. It just depends on, you know, what they like and who they are, I guess, how they relate.
And you're doing a whole bunch of stuff. Like your age group, of course, is much more into Instagram.
Yeah.
But tell people what you're doing on Instagram, because you're singing.
Yeah, I've just been doing some Instagram lives and taking some requests from everybody. I'm doing it on Facebook tonight too at 7 p.m. I'm trying to do two a week on, you know, each one once a week, and just take requests. And I think, you know, it's what I'd be doing at a show, and I miss it so much, as we all miss, you know, everything that we all have going on. So it's just so weird not being on stage and connecting with people and like, you know, engaging and making relationships with people that are there. And so I've just started going on Instagram and trying to do it there. And
what's that like? What's the Instagram? I ventured to Instagram Live a little bit. It's a completely different feel, the platform is. So what's that like? Do you get a lot of people that send requests? I think you have a request. You ask for requests sometimes.
Yeah.
What's the interaction like on there?
Honestly, it depends on the day. It depends on who's on there. Sometimes I get a lot of requests. I get a lot more requests on Facebook, which is nice. Because I want y'all to send me what you want to hear because I probably don't have anything planned, which is weird for me. But I'll just do whatever I know off the top of my hand if nobody's requesting. But it's different too. You can add people on there to do like join you and kind of talk with you for a minute. I know I did a live with my friends Diamond Dixie probably 2 or 3 weeks ago now. So I did a song and then they did a song. And it alerts like both of our followers on our pages that we're live together. So that's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it can share our followers and they can look into both of us. And so that's really nice. But as far as requests go, everyone on Facebook really loves to request a lot more, I think. So it's more fun, I got to say, on Facebook.
Now, do you just leave it open when you request? Like, I mean, I would be like, what if I don't know that song?
Oh, if I don't know it, I probably won't do it. But I'll just say, if I don't know it, I'll try. If I know the chorus, I'll just do the chorus. That's normally what happens. Or like this last couple nights, I joined this Facebook group that does like singing and stuff. And I've been on it every single night. And so last night on my Instagram live, I was, taking requests and my voice was like starting to hurt. I'm like, y'all, my brother is sitting there requesting Cry Pretty by Carrie Underwood. And I can do that on a good day. But I'm like, Kyle, no, like this is just not going to happen right now. You've heard me sing it thousands of times and my throat is hurting. Like it's not going to happen. But, because he's my brother, I can say it like that. But, I just try to do whatever anybody wants to hear because they're bored. They just want to hear their favorite songs and, I don't know. And it's fun.
Good for you. It's good for interaction. And plus it gives you your, a little bit at least of your taste of connecting with the audience and having that, on stage. It's that's sort of like the show every day. I don't get to see people, but I get to see people.
Exactly.
I get to see you. It's not the same as being next to you or in the same room as you or talking to you or a meeting, or listening to you when you're performing on stage, but it's about as close as you're going to get, at least in the short term, for sure.
Exactly.
All right. So before I ask you to sing a song or two, or before you perform for us, what are you doing personally to stay grounded, to stay focused, to stay positive? Because it can be this whole stuff where you're all locked up. We've been locked up for however many days, a month or more, you for a while. So what are you doing positive? What keeps you straight in the head?
Well, at first, I'm not going to lie. I was pretty frustrated and upset because I had just started booking all these shows in Nashville at my favorite place, the Wild Horse Saloon. I had like 4 shows set up and a full band show there that I was so excited for.
Wow.
And so like when it got canceled, which I knew it was going to, but I was just waiting for the phone call to come because I knew it was going to come. I was really upset because I was like, this just isn't fair. Like, why is this happening to all of us? Like we're all becoming so restricted from what we normally do. But since then, that just took me like a day to get over because I was like, all right, this is dumb to even, be upset about because there's nothing you can do about it. But I also think that there's like a reason that this is happening, like I'm home with my family who I'm always upset that I don't get to see all the time. I mean, it's hard living far from them and being alone. And so that's been really great. And you just gotta, I don't know, you gotta just wonder if there really is a reason for this. And it's helping our community come together a little bit. It seems like, everybody's supporting local businesses and stuff like that right now. And that's been really awesome. And we've been doing some home renovations a little bit in our house, which I love to do. So that's the way I've been keeping busy. Well, I kind of like to do this one. I like the end result, but we redid the cabinets and I got to say that was a little too much work. That was a lot of work, but I just think, it's been great being home and I got to look at the positives of this and be ready for when it's over and to be able to go perform and just be ready to give 100% when it's time again to get up there on stage. And I just gotta, you know, tell everybody else to stay positive, and you know, I believe that, you know, we just gotta keep faith in God through this, because He's doing something. I don't know what, but
amen to that.
Going on up there. So,
amen to that.
Yeah.
You got lots of love. People are sending you love. Courtney Dunn.
What
Courtney
is
Dunn.
it?
Chad and Courtney are watching. Love you.
Hi, Courtney. Hey. Awesome.
All right. So what are you gonna sing for us? I mean, that's really that nobody really wants to hear me speak. They want to hear you. They want to listen to you, and they want to hear you sing.
Oh my God. So this song that I'm going to be doing, it's a new song. It's not released or anything. I want it to be, and everybody else seems to want it to be who loves it. This one's called BS I Need, and I wrote it with my friend Brad Hutzel, who also lives here in Orlando. Well, he lives in Nashville, but he's from Orlando. We went to Boone at high school.
Go Braves.
Sorry.
Go Braves.
Oh, yeah, go Braves. And so, sorry, I thought you said what grade. I'm like, what? So we wrote this one day because we were up in Nashville last summer, and it was our first co-write, which normally goes – first co-writes just normally don't go well. But this one did, thankfully. And we were talking about, like, what do people do in the summer in Tennessee? Because there's beautiful days, but there's no beach. And we realized, like, how spoiled we were, like, growing up having the beach, because there's just, like, nothing to do up there on a pretty day if you don't have, like, a boat to go on the lake, or if you don't have a pool. So we just started talking about that, and that's how this song became a song. So
awesome.
This is called BS I Need. So here we go. It's raining, the top's down, I'm praying right now, 'cause God only knows that this ain't nothing new. Well, it stopped raining, now it's hot out, I can tell you right now, without a doubt, you can add it to the list, 'cause this ain't stopping soon. Can't pay rent, lights turned off, ex-boyfriend said we need to talk, well, boy, I ain't got nothing to say to you. I got enough BS that I've been going through. So I need the beach and the sand, a margarita in my hand. I need a breeze and a tan, maybe a man that understands. I don't need you right now, headed down south to a little tiki bar where I don't want to be found. Just gotta get out of where I am. Till the beach and the sand is all I see, and that's the only BS I need. It's Monday, I'm working, but one day I'm certain this land like 5 o'clock desk job's gonna stop, and I'll be on my way to the beach and the sand, a margarita in my hand. I need a breeze and a tan, maybe a man that understands. I don't need you right now, headed down south to a little tiki bar where I don't want to be found. Just gotta get out of where I am. Till the beach and the sand is all I see, and that's the only BS I need. That's the only BS I need. Tip on coast, or maybe the keys, not the peace. Gonna leave it all behind, till the only thing waiting on me is the beach and the sand, a margarita in my head. I need a breeze and a tan, maybe a man that understands. I need the beach and the sand, a margarita in my hand. I need a breeze and a tan, maybe a man that understands. I don't need you right now, headed down south to a little tiki bar where I don't want to be found. Just gotta get out of where I am. Till the beach and the sand is all I see, and that's the only BS I need. That's the only BS I need. All right, that was.
Woo! Oh my God, that was so good. I had to take myself off because I watched me moving my head, and I'm like, no, they want to see her. Nobody
Oh my
wants to
God.
see me. That was so good. You know, when you said it was really, really awesome. Lots of love going through. People are like, somebody said, "Holy smokes, this girl is amazing."
Oh, thank you so much.
You know, when you said BS I need, I thought this should be fascinating. What in the world
like
is she talking about?
You probably have no clue what I'm talking about. Yeah. But I know I accidentally messed up the words keys. But that's okay. To the Keys, to Palm Coast or to the Keys. Gonna leave it all behind. Go ahead.
It was awesome. Are you kidding?
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you so much. It's a fun one.
Mimi and Pop are watching.
Hey, Mimi and Pop. Sorry, I can't see it. I would say hi to all of you, but I can't see the comments. I'm sorry.
She says hi and says lots of love.
Yes.
So where did that song come from? I know you said you wrote it with someone. What was the thought process again? You were just Nashville and it's too hot and you wanted the beach.
Yeah, we were talking about, we're both from Florida, so it sucks that we don't have a beach in Nashville. And so we just started writing. I had the idea of BS I need, and then it just fit because the beach and the sand is like the only BS I need. And so we kind of had that cool twist on it. And yeah, we just started writing about kind of a crappy day. I think I had a bad morning or something. You know, when you just wake up and like everything goes wrong, like that you could possibly be doing that. I feel like it was either that day we wrote it or the day before that I had a day like that. And so that's where the verses came from. We were just writing about, somebody's horrible day, like it's raining and your top is down like in the car and, whatever. And then it stops raining, but you have more things to complain about. And like all you need is just the beach. So that's where that song came from. So it's definitely one of my favorites.
Can people download that? I guess I should ask you that before you sing the last song that I asked you to sing. Can people download? How do people get to your music? What's the best way, Charly?
So that one is not available for download yet. It will be hopefully sometime soon. So, but all my music, the rest of it that is available for download, is on my iTunes. It's everywhere. Spotify, just under Charly Reynolds. And also some of it is on YouTube as well. So you can find it all there, or, I'll give y'all the freeway on my website, charlyreynolds.com. It's all there. You can listen for free. I never tell you.
You're a joy. I mean, you're so talented. I want to continue to follow you. I hope everyone continues to follow you. I will put your Instagram when I reshare the show. I'll put how to reach you. If you can message me later what your YouTube is, I'll put that on there as well. I want people to reach out to you and find you and listen to you.
Yeah,
you're a talent. You've got a great heart. I knew it that first day that our buddy Bill Moore brought you to I think it was Bill brought you guys in. That was so awesome. So kudos to him. But thank you so much for taking time to be on the show. And I have a friend that has a birthday today. Her name is Kat. And you were kind enough to say that you would sing happy birthday to Kat. So I don't know if she's going to be able to watch or listen, but she'll certainly listen later. Okay.
Well, Kat, I'm not going to lie. I never sing happy birthday to anybody because I think it's the hardest song to sing. I'm not even going to lie. But so know that you're special. So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kat. Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
All right, there you go.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Charly, for being on the show. Thanks for taking time out. You guys follow her, find her on social media, follow the tags that I gave. Look at the website that's below. Get her on iTunes and Spotify. Thank you so much. You were amazing.
Thanks for having me. It's good to see you.
Absolutely. Say hi to your parents and everybody. You guys have a great afternoon. Stay safe. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Thanks so much, Charly.
Thank you.